What's good? It's Fever. Let's talk about Black Desert leveling. Now, I know, there's a lot more to the game than just hitting the soft level cap of 50, but I promise you that there are people searching for Black Desert leveling guides. So whether you're looking to just plow through leveling or taking a break from building a boat, I got you. So in a few words, the best way to level is to just grind your ass off. And if you want specific recommendations of where to go, you can follow the annotations based on what your level is for areas with monsters for you to grind. But before that, I'll drop some game knowledge and a little bit of guidelines. Now, you may have heard people get to level 50 in 15 hours, and while that's doable, it isn't realistic unless you are far ahead or far behind the leveling curve and have a great deal of game knowledge. The truth is that right now, if you follow any guide that's out there, you'll find that many of the areas recommended are full of other people, and most areas can't support more than a single group. Sure, you could toggle channels to try and find a channel that doesn't have people fighting over the monsters you want to kill, and sometimes that works, but usually it doesn't because every channel is packed. It's more useful to just know what you should grind and why, and that really falls into two different criteria: difficulty and density. The color of a monster's name indicates his level in relation to you. There's shades of green, there's white, there's shades of red and purple. White and pink is the sweet spot. It's usually better to kill 10 of these in the same time it takes you to kill 5 red ones. Density, lots of monsters, right? Meaning you can make multiple pulls of 5 or more, and usually you want to be able to make 3 or 4 large pulls, because by the time you kill the last pull, you'll be able to circle back and do the other one. It's kind of cyclical. The game made most of your abilities AoE for a reason, and usually when I get in a grinding trance, I'm spending more time looking at the minimap looking for red dot clusters than actually watching the combat happen. Now, that said, sure, I'll list some locations at the end of the video, and other guides have locations in them, but the map itself follows a kind of level path as monsters get stronger, so if an area you get to has too much competition, wander around nearby, usually towards another node, and you'll probably find some nice white and pink packs of untouched monsters. The best places to grind right now are the ones that aren't found in any guide online. Groups can be useful, although if you create or join a group, the magic number is 2 players or max players because of the way experience is shared. I found that if I'm killing mobs really quickly, groups will actually slow me down experience-wise, but the most beneficial thing about groups is that they tend to fend off other players wanting to farm an area, so it makes your own grinding spot much more secure. There are also some consumables and items that will increase experience gain, but honestly, it doesn't really have much effect on the way to 50, and in the leveling achievement claims, you'll get these scrolls that give you 50% bonus experience for an hour, and those will just do wonders from the 40 plus range, and it's really all you need. And I'd go even as far as to say that for something like food, you're going to get more benefit out of stat boosting than experience boosting food. On top of all that, you want to keep up with your Black Spirit questline. It opens up equipment enhancement, it gives some materials to power up your equipment, and some of the scroll quests are worth 50% of a level on their own. So now I'll give you my grind spots, but at this point you know that these areas, or areas in other guides, aren't the be-all end-all. There are other places you can grind, and usually the other places are better. So up until level 15, follow the Black Spirit questline, that'll bring you to the Ancient Stone Chamber, and I think you fight an imp boss, which will bring you to about level 15. At level 15, you're going to be moving southeast of Heidel at the Moretti Plantation to fight scarecrows until you reach level 20. At level 20, you'll be moving far south of Heidel at the Castle Ruins to be fighting Alrundi rebels until you reach level 25. At level 25, you'll be moving south of Glish to fight Blood Monastery fanatics and cultists at the Bloody Monastery. You're going to be doing this until you reach level 30. At level 30, you'll head west of Glish to fight Red Orcs, and this place can be brutal, especially if you come here before level 30, and you'll be fighting these orcs until level 33, and orcs will spawn from the southern neutral zone all the way up to the orc camp, and it kind of scales up in difficulty from the south heading to the north, so start at the south, make your way up. At level 33, you will head to the Karudo Cave. This is a very dense cave of monsters, but outside the cave in the encampment is good as well, and you'll be grinding here until level 36. At level 36, you will head to the Capris Cave. This is due north of Calpheon. The cave itself is small and can't even support a single group very well, and if it is occupied, through the cave brings you to an area with ruin defenders and rock monsters. Either is fine. You'll grind this until level 40. At level 40, you will have your first taste of the robot chimeras, and this place is incredibly dense, and that forces it to be the best all the way up to level 46. At level 46, southwest of Calpheon, the Rutum. This will take you up to level 50 pretty easily. A lot of people will recommend catfishman farming, but those are always heavily contested, so I prefer sticking here unless I have a pre-made group to go and take over some spawn points. And that brings you to level 50. Cool. Where now you can go and do whatever the hell you want, because the next levels, they aren't coming that easily. Until next time, this is Fever. Prost.